I'm Todd Fredricks, Assistant Professor of Family Medicine at Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine and Director of the Veterans Project. When we set out to make the Veterans Project, we had a single goal in mind, and that was to create a film that would allow civilian providers to help better treat the veterans that they will inevitably see and treat in their practices. During the making of this film, we realized that there was far more educational potential present than we first imagined. The stories that you've heard have value for all health professionals: nurses, social workers, psychologists, really anyone who cares for veterans. The reality is that most health professionals do not routinely engage veterans in questions about their experiences or their care, and this needs to change. There are 20 million living American veterans from all conflicts. You'll likely encounter them every day in your practice and never even know it, yet they have specific needs unique to their experiences in the military. If they're never asked about their experiences, they may suffer for years with problems that can be successfully treated. For the person watching this, who's just watched the Veterans Project and who has no military experience and is wondering now how to even begin to engage a veteran, especially one that has experienced physical, emotional, or mental injury, making the first step might seem overwhelming. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the 3 questions you need to ask to begin to build a relationship of trust with the veterans that you encounter professionally. 3 questions. Yes, it's that simple. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to be willing to ask 3 questions. In asking those questions, you'll begin to build a better picture of the individual you're treating, including their military experiences, the nature of their illness or injury, and the progress they've made toward full recovery. Ask these 3 questions and you'll activate the veteran to gain a better understanding of your patient. More importantly, you'll begin to gain their trust. Question 1. In asking this question during all new patient encounters, you'll first identify the veteran. If the answer is no, then you're not dealing with a veteran and you don't need to go any further. It's important that you don't use the term military because the United States Coast Guard is not part of the Defense Department, though they do go to combat. When the veteran replies that they've been in the armed forces, you can then ask a follow-up question along the lines of, well, tell me about your service or your experiences. Question 2. It is very important to ask this question. In my practice, I encounter veterans that have never shared their experiences with anyone. They've never been asked to share them. One veteran that comes to mind had spent 50 years suffering with unresolved PTSD that started in Vietnam with the death of a friend and fellow soldier. No one had ever asked him about his experiences in war. I asked him this simple question, and 50 years of pent-up emotions came pouring out. The point of asking a closed-ended question in the beginning is to allow the veteran to have an out. Some veterans may have had bad experiences with other providers, and if they respond to a closed question with just a yes or a no, they may not be ready to go into details or specifics. You'll have to use your judgment about the follow-up, open-ended questions. An example for question 2 would be to ask, tell me about how you were injured, or what kind of care have you received so far as a result of your injuries? Question 3. It may be surprising for many civilian health professionals to know that most veterans do not get their care through the VA. Many are not even eligible to get care through the VA. For a lot of veterans, uncertainty, rumors, and stories from friends about bad experiences may have kept a veteran that qualifies from service from ever seeking VA care. It's critical for all civilian medical professionals to know that quality does vary between VA facilities. VA hospitals are no different from their non-VA civilian counterparts. Some are very good, and some are not where the VA would like them to be in terms of patient care. The follow-up question that you need to ask is, why haven't you sought out care through the VA? The answer may be as simple as the veteran stating they were not aware that they could get VA care or that they did not know where the nearest VA facility is located. The important thing for you as a professional is to know why the veteran has not accessed the VA. The VA can offer tremendous lifetime benefits in both healthcare, education, financial assistance, and death and burial benefits for veterans and their loved ones seeking to move forward with their lives. Knowing the location and contact number for the nearest VA hospital or outpatient clinic can make a positive, life-changing difference for the veteran who did not know where to begin with the system. You've just been given the 3 most important questions that you can ask to begin a meaningful journey with the patients that you see who have served their nation in uniform. The challenge I give to you is to not allow uncertainty or concern over personal intrusion to keep you from asking those questions. American veterans are generally very proud of their service, but sometimes they can be hesitant to share their experiences with those who may not fully respect their experience. If you'll simply ask the 3 questions I've taught you today, you'll begin to develop a mutual trust with your veteran patients. You could be instrumental in helping them deal with issues that in many cases have not been addressed positively for decades. I challenge you to set an example for your peers by taking an active role in being a trusted health professional for veterans. Ask the 3 questions. Doing that means you're taking the first step in being part of an ever-growing number of medical professionals who will have the privilege and challenge of caring for our nation's 20 million living veterans. Good luck on your journey, and on behalf of the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine, the Scripps School, and our team that created the Veterans Project, thank you for your interest and support.